In this video, I'm going to show you how you can spark the attention of men and get men to compete for you and choose you rather than the other way around. This is a technique that I've been teaching my clients for years now, and it always makes dating a game of abundance rather than scarcity. So I'm going to give you some actionable steps so that you can capture his attention without needing to lift a finger. So the first step is to put yourself out there. As I've said in so many of my videos, you need to start online dating. And when I say online dating, I'm not talking about Tinder or the profiles that everyone's on, but more high quality dating apps such as Millionaire Match, okay? I love Millionaire Match because they are a reputable and credible platform. Honestly, one of the first exclusive and elite dating apps that was built. So I highly recommend them. And on top of this, you need to start saying yes to invitations, okay? So if you are single, you are not in a relationship, you are not married, and you would like to meet men, you need to start showing up. So say yes. Say yes to that random invite. Say yes to the birthday party. Say yes to a blind date even. Just say yes, because you never know who you would meet when you say yes. That opens doors of opportunity and it allows you to get into rooms and places and environments that you just simply couldn't by sitting at home. The next thing that you are going to do is you are going to build a rotation of high quality men, okay? So what do I mean by that? That means that you are only going out on dates with high quality men who meet your desires, who match your lifestyle, who align with your goals, okay? So if there's a guy who you've hooked up with in the past, or maybe, he was your high school crush, he is not a part of this rotation, okay? We're building a new rotation of high quality men. And when I say build a rotation, all that means is that you are going out with these men. You're talking to these men. It does not mean that you're sleeping with them. It doesn't mean that you're making them your boyfriend. It doesn't mean that they're coming over to your place. All it means is that you're going on dates with them, right? So you're going to dinner, you're going to lunch, you're going to a show or the museum or whatever. And what this does is it allows you to draw comparisons. Now, I know a lot of people kind of get a little bit hesitant when I say that, but dating at the end of the day is a game of comparison. Just like men look around and compare women based on beauty, based on youth, based on age, based on their fashion sense and, their radiance, women are also allowed to compare men. It's a fair game, okay? And when it comes to who you are going to date and potentially marry and spend the rest of your life with, you need to compare. So the only way that you can do that is by going out on dates with men simultaneously. Okay, we are not comparing men with exes that we had 5 years ago or with a relationship from back when we were in college. Okay, that is not a fair comparison. We are comparing our options as of today, as of right now. And the only way to do that is by actually going out and going on dates, okay? You can hear so many stories online or from your friends or your family, but until you're actually living it and going on these dates yourself, that is when you're actually able to judge the situation and make a logical call on which of these men are actually consistent, which of them have the attributes that I am looking for in a potential husband. And I have a few videos where I talk about what rotational dating is and what that looks like. So if you want more guidance in terms of what rotational dating is, I will link that video up above. The next step is very tricky for a lot of women because I know that a lot of us, we have a timeline. We want to be married by a certain age. Some of us want children, and so we have a biological clock. So this step gets tough, but I really want you to tap into this attitude, okay? Be detached. Be detached. Every morning, tell yourself, I am detached to the outcome. When you have this mentality, you approach life in such a different way versus when you're trying to control something, versus when you see a guy and you like the way he looks and you want him to be the source of your happiness, okay? That is going through life with control, grasping on for dear life. And that is not the energy that a woman or that a lady should have, especially if you want to be attractive and desirable, okay? The women who are the most attractive, ask any man out there, they are the confident women who have no desired outcome. They are detached, okay? They want to get married, right? But they don't need you to be their husband. They don't need you to be their source. They trust that sources of abundance, of love, are in any and all directions, okay? So they don't make you the source. They don't force one man to be the dream guy that she had on her list. They simply keep their options open. They go on dates and they are detached to the outcome. They are going to turn whatever happens into a lesson, and they are going to learn from that situation, whether it be a good situation, a bad situation, a neutral one. They know that everything is happening for their best evolution, okay? So be detached to the outcome. And when you have this attitude, you are not out there choosing men. You are not out there like, ooh, that guy is cute, I want his number. You are simply attracting. You are not chasing. You are not choosing. You are letting men choose you, okay? And women are chosen. Men are not chosen. Okay, why do you think men get on their knees to ask a woman, to be their wife? It's because the man is the one who goes out and picks his queen and says, hey, will you spend the rest of your life with me? It's not the other way around, okay? So keep that in mind and remind yourself that I am detached to the outcome. Along with this, I want you to remain occupied with yourself, with your life, with your hobbies, with your interests, even if at this moment getting married is your number one priority. That doesn't mean that life gets put on hold. Okay, so build the life that you desire. Go on that trip, even if you're gonna go solo. Sign up for that dance class that you've always wanted to take. Go out and meet new friends, okay? Don't put your life on pause or on hold until you get married or until you meet a man, okay? Because once again, it's a suffocating energy, and men can feel this energy when they go on a date with a woman and it's clear that he is her dream. Okay, men want women who have dreams, who have things and goals that they're working on. They don't need a man to complete them or to be their end all be all, okay? So be detached and go out there with this attitude that, you know what, this is for fun. I'm going out, I'm meeting men. This is all in good energy. This is all in good spirits, and this is all bringing me towards my desired destination. I want to quickly tell you a story about what happens when you start choosing and you don't let men choose, okay? So I have a friend who is currently rotationally dating. She is single and she is, going out on dates with multiple men. So there is this one guy, let's call him John, and they have been seeing each other quite consistently, like 1 to 2 times a week. They've been on multiple dates. They've gone golfing. They've gone shooting. So they're doing a lot of fun things, right? But John is not the only guy she's seeing. So she's also seeing someone, we'll name him Brett, okay? And Brett, he's a little bit busier. He has kids. They're all married, so he's involved in their lives. But she has only seen Brett 2 or 3 times, okay? Now, even though I told her, keep your options open, do not choose John just because you've gone out with him more than Brett, I think in her head, she kind of had John as the first pick, as her first choice, right? She was choosing John, and this is what happened. So Valentine's Day was creeping up, and John did not mention Valentine's Day at all, right? They had gone on a date maybe 5 days prior. He didn't bring up Valentine's Day. He didn't ask her to be his Valentine. And so now Valentine's Day is quickly approaching. Valentine's Day is now, let's say, 3 days from today. and she is going to see John tomorrow. Okay, so she's going to see John right before Valentine's Day. And in her head, she has this expectation that John is going to ask me to be his Valentine. Maybe he's going to surprise me with flowers. Maybe he's going to leave it for a last minute surprise. Okay, but what happened is 3 days before Valentine's Day, Brett messaged her. And Brett told her, hey, I would love to see you for Valentine's Day. Are you available? And instead of responding to Brett, who chose her, who asked her, who initiated it with her, and who was doing all the right things, right? He was ahead of time. He was asking her in advance. He's doing the things you're supposed to do. You know what she did? Which I completely advised her against. She left Brett on red for a whole day, as she was patiently waiting for John to ask her to be her Valentine. Okay? And when she finally texts Brett, oh, I'll let you know later tonight. It had already been 24 hours. Brett responded and he was like, you know what? It seems like you're keeping your options open, so never mind, basically. And guess what happened? She went out with John and John told her, you know what? I'm actually skipping town. I'm not going to be here for Valentine's Day. So he did not surprise her. He did not ask her to be his Valentine, and she basically squandered the one guy who had asked her to be her Valentine, okay? So what happened on Valentine's Day? She ended up with no date. And this is what happens when you choose men, when you pick men, when you say they need to be the source, they need to be my Valentine, rather than letting them choose you. So what is the point of this story? It's that if a man asks you, don't in your head wish it was another guy or think that, oh, but if that guy asked me, that would have been a better option. Just say yes, okay? And be detached. Because at the end of the day, you want the guy to pick you. You want him to choose you. He's going to be the one getting on his knee, not the other way around. So keep that in mind as you date. Last but not least, step 4 is to surrender. Okay, just know that everything is working out in your favor. Even if you met a guy and you were attracted to him and everything was going right, but now he ghosted you, that is okay. Okay, because he is not your person. He did not choose you. Okay, so stop choosing men who do not pick you. Let them select you, and you show up like a surrendered princess, and let him show you what he has to offer you, what he can contribute to you, how you guys are a match, how he is compatible to you. Don't force people into boxes who are not meant to be there. So allow things to play out. And I'm telling you, the real men are going to reveal their intentions to you in due time. Now, if you're really struggling to meet the right man, then you can check out the first link down below in my description so I can help you reach your goals. To be fully transparent, this is a paid coaching program, but if you've tried everything else and nothing has worked, then this is probably the best option for you. So I will see you over there, and if not, then I will see you in my next video. Bye.